Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Zombie Kill Gaming. Be running on some Morrowind. Just trying to level up more before the expansion hits today. And yeah, that's pretty much what we'll be doing. We're at Eastmarch right now, and I am doing a quest to help some soldiers that were praying at the shrine of who was it? They were trying to get blessed by the god or the Daedric god of battle, Kine, I believe. And they ran into these witches. Apparently they started getting enchanted and lost half their detachment of soldiers. Basically, we're just trying to figure out what's going on with that.
here.
I smell fresh kind's breath. It reminds me when I was a little girl, running through the fields in spring. I miss those simpler days. Oh yes, this is more than enough. The flower is very potent, thank you. With these, I should be able to reduce Droy's fever. Droy's fate is in Kind's hands, but his chances are better now. I'll continue to watch over him until he wakes up. Since he was here before us, it's possible that Droy knows what happened to the Keepers. We need to find out what he saw.
Why do you approach me? Do you want to end up like the rest of the bewitched? Or perhaps you believe Kyne will protect you? You search in vain then, for the Keepers are lost. Kyne no longer lights their way. Why should the Keepers maintain the shrine of a god who ignores their prayers? Kyne blesses the Nords before battle, but Nords die every day. We lose sons and daughters in these stupid wars, and what does mighty Kyne do? Absolutely nothing. We refuse to worship a god who ignores us and lets our children die. Think about it. You'll figure it out soon enough. Now leave this place and take everyone barricaded in that building with you. The Keepers don't need to be rescued, and this grove belongs to us now. Go.
Was your search successful? Ah, I know this book. Many nodes carry similar hymns written to our goddess. It's strange that a Daedric witch would take this from a keeper. Perhaps it's part of their spell. Maybe they use a victim's property to maintain control. It sounds like the witches attacked before we arrived. I wonder if the keepers were already cursed when this was written. That would explain why they were acting strangely. A hymn book? A journal? And now a witch? I have my suspicions, but there must be more to it. This can't be what I think it is. Investigate the building where the head keeper worked. Last time I checked, it was locked. If you can enter the house, you might find something that will make sense of this situation. haven't climbed through a window since I was a young girl. They've gotten smaller. I should have checked the window. Nodes tend to break things, not sneak through them. What? No, that can't be right. Even though I suspected... No, no. There must be some mistake. To go against everything they believe in, everything they were taught? Why would the Keepers do such a thing? The Keepers teach us it is an honor to die defending our homeland. That's what they preach. Forsaking the teachings of kind dishonors us all. You only have two things left to do. One, find Keeper Ormi. Two, put a blade in her dark heart. If that doesn't end the curse, at least it will make damn certain no one else gets bewitched. Strange lights and sounds have been coming from the shrine at the center of the grove. It's not normal. That's probably where you'll find the fallen Keeper. Whatever Omi uses to channel these dark powers, it's corrupting the serenity of the grove. You can't reason with Daedric witches! We've all suffered losses, but they took my soldiers and turned them into mindless slaves! I can't forgive her for that. They need to die! Every last one of them! What's wrong with me? I feel like I'm being torn apart! Ah! You don't feel the pain that I have suffered. Kain has forsaken us. She let our children die. Now we'll take her children as our own.
It wasn't Troy we had to worry about. Gain was under the witch's control the entire time. I just thought he was drunk and moody. Once the captain left, he attacked me. I put a knife in the big oaf's neck, but not before he unlocked the door. The witches swarmed inside. I had to leave Troy there so I could warn you. Where's the captain? Then it's over. I'm the only one left. It's kind of funny. We came for a blessing, but we were defeated before we got to the war. Why did the Keepers turn against us? Wait, Keeper Ormi? By kind, she thinks her sons are dead. I knew her sons. I served with them. Sahun survived. She doesn't know? No one told her? She killed and cursed my brigade, and you want to save her? Fine. I'm in no shape to argue with you. Sahun spends time drinking in Windhelm at the Cold Moon Inn. Helps him forget, he says. Go drag him back here if you think it will help.
If you're looking for a hired blade, look somewhere else. I don't do that anymore. Who wants to know? I'd rather have her think that than know the truth. I'm a disgrace to my people, and to Kain. My brother, my ship, my entire fleet. They died right in front of me. And what did I do? Nothing. No. My mother is the head keeper at Kain's Grove. She'd never turn against Kain and her people. She should honor my brother's memory, not disgrace it. No, I can't. If what you say is true, then it's already too late for my mother. Do what you must to save those people, but I can't face what she's become. I was a good soldier once. I was a faithful follower of Kain, along with the rest of my family. After the disaster, I was disgraced, no longer fit to serve in the regular army. So, for a time, I sold my blade to the highest bidder. What does it look like? I sit here, and I drink until I collapse. And then I get up and drink some more. It's the only way I can endure the memories. You ask more questions than my mother, and she's the keeper of Kain's Grove. Leave me to my drink, or I'll show you how good a warrior I used to be.
Hey there. I'm just preparing some oats for the horses. You need anything, you should talk to Afnia. He'll set you right. Yes? Something I can do for you? What? My mother, my aunt, dead. They were such boring, simple people. They would never have hurt. Why? The sigil. I have to go. I have to find it. It was so important to her. We haven't spoken in years. As much as I would wish otherwise, I know what I have to do. Thank you. My mother is smiling in Sovngarde today.
No daughter of mine is going to be courted by a Norn stable boy.
She's dead. We haven't
There
spoken.
hasn't been anyone to flirt with except Arama since we reached these wretched shores. And she's no fun to flirt with at all.
I don't know why I bother guarding you horrible people.
The celebration has been good for business. Thanks to all the visitors, we've never been busier. Have a look around. Our goods...
I wholeheartedly agree. But it also makes me a bit sad. It reminds me how much I miss Queen Nirnhild. You've never heard of Queen Nirnhild? Forgive me, but that's so hard to imagine. She was the skull...
Did you see the Dark Elf noble
The
by the
celebration
forge?
has been...
He smiled at me.
I prefer the Cold Moon Inn to the Sober Nord. It's much more rustic.
No place here. This grove belongs to us now. We'll use these people as we see fit.
Stop! Please! Leave her alone! Oh, Mother! What have you done?
My son, you're alive. I thought I lost you.
Why would you do this to yourself, Mother? To all these people? Listen, Traveler. I know she did horrible things, but she's still my mother. Kain must forgive her. The goddess never gives up on her people. No, I won't give up on her or Kain. I lost faith in myself the day I lost my brother. But I never lost faith in my god. Kain teaches us to fight for what we believe in. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm fighting for my mother. Pray for forgiveness. Kain, hear my prayers! My mother turned away from you, but she was wrong. She acted as she did because of her grief. She devoted her life to you. If you restore her, I'll return to the war. I'll take up my weapon to fight for your honor and our people once more. Please, Goddess. I lost my brother and my father. Don't take my mother from me as well. Kain forgave us both this day. We need to repent, but to be in Kain's favor again, I forgot what that felt like.
Kain's cleansed me. She's forgiven me for everything I've done. How could I have been so foolish? I hurt so many people during my crisis of faith. I won't. Kain has shown me the way again. Without your intervention, I would have continued to rain horror upon my people. Thanks to you, I can make amends. These soldiers will be cared for until they are fully healed. No, the soldiers still live. They were to become members of our Daedric coven, but I won't let that happen. Not now. Your friends are back at the Keeper's house, safe and well cared for. They're still under the spell of Daedric influence. I'll work on freeing them, but it will take some time. Do not fear. I'll make sure you receive safe passage through the grove. I am their leader, after all.
Everyone seems confused. Did you find out anything at all? In a haze of memories, that bard and his music stand out like the sun on a clear winter's day. But where is he? I don't see a bard among the living or the dead. I agree. Search the area and see if you can find him. People remember music and the bard is missing. A coincidence? Maybe, but I don't like the sound of it. I'll stay here to help the wounded and keep watch over the camp.
Please, help. I'm not as strong. I was assaulted by the same creatures that attacked Cragwallow. I was a soldier before joining the work crew. My sword and shield saw me through many battles. But I am a shadow of my former self. The creatures took my items and...
There was nothing I could do. I'm one of the royal workers. I followed the creatures that dragged off the bard, Reeklings. Unless I miss my guess, they haven't been seen around these parts in years. There were too many of the foul creatures. I couldn't help him. Into that cave. I never even knew there was a cave up here. He was still alive when they dragged him in there. The goblins seemed excited about something. I'm a road worker, not a soldier. I'm not going to walk into a den of Reeklings. That would be suicide. Whatever has the Reeklings so riled up probably led to the attack on Cragwallow. I hope you can save the Bard and figure out what's going on.
Get me out of here! No, I'm not all right. These creatures dragged me here after slaughtering half the workers in Cragwallow. Well, about that, I'm not actually a bard. I found the lute. It's enchanted. I play a few notes and my audience falls asleep. They wake up later, a little confused, a little groggy, and missing some gold or an item or two. Perfectly safe. I had no idea it would attract Greeklings. They placed it on that altar thing over there. Their chief seems to like to look at it. He keeps coming in. Makes me nervous how he stares at me. But it's... well, I suppose you're right. Go ahead and destroy it. Then we can get out of here. You're going to have to get the key from the Reekling chieftain to let me out of the cage. You are going to let me out, aren't you? Get me out of here! You got the key? Open the cage. What? You wouldn't leave me in here? I had no idea the loot would attract the Reeklings. It never did before. And I never wanted the workers to get hurt. I'm not a violent person. I'm not a criminal. Well, not a dangerous criminal. All right. I swear by the snow on my mother's grave. Get me out of here! I'm very sorry about what happened. Yes, of course, I did promise. I don't suppose I could just promise to find a new line of work, and then we could just skip the part that requires me to surrender. All right, all right. I'll go back to Cragwallow and tell the royal workers what happened. I may not be the most honest Nord, but I promised I would surrender myself to the royal workers if you got me away from the Reeklings, and I will. I've never intended for anyone to get hurt. I'll stay away from enchanted items from now on.
That was actually a pretty cool little quest line, I gotta say. I'm really looking forward to seeing the stuff they're gonna have in Morrowind.
I don't know what you did, but my soldiers are alive. Thanks. So did I. The last thing I remember was a terrible pain. I woke up in here, next to Droy. One of the witches was tending to my wounds. I'm still not sure what is going on. That's wonderful news! And we're still all alive! This isn't how I expected this to end, but I can't argue with the results. We'll head back to Windhelm and rest before marching to join the rest of the army. Take this. It was a charm to bring me luck in the war. Thanks to you, My luck has been pretty good. I want you to have it.
Fresgil says you're the one who helped me. Thank you. I'm not really sure what happened, but I think I've had enough rest and relaxation.
That is one goofy looking Nord, I gotta say.
Find them? Is my family all right? Shore's bones! Why did I offer shelter to those travelers? I should have known better. They seemed friendly enough, and we never turn away those in need. But they asked the oddest questions about Bone-strewn Barrow. They were much too interested in that old crypt. They wanted to know how old it was, how big it was, if it was dangerous. People visit the barrow from time to time. I didn't think anything of it until I helped one of them steady his pack. Owen was his name, if I recall. A helmet spilled out. A Covenant helmet. I should have done something then. Their leader, Valsent, he saw what happened. He thanked me and said it was time for them to depart. They headed out without another word. I knew something was wrong, but I was just happy to see them leave. They said they were going to Windhelm, but I watched them go. They headed toward the barrow. I don't know, but it wasn't long after they entered the barrow that the Draugr shambled onto Bone-strewn Crest. Go see what those Covenant milk drinkers are up to. Maybe then my brother and cousin can rest in peace.
You have to help. Please help me. I pushed her down, and now she's gone. It was the only way I could get away from those horrible monsters. We were on our way back to Windhelm. We decided to take a shortcut, and those monsters surrounded us. I've never seen anything like them before. They were everywhere, all around us. There were so many of them. By the three. Look out! I need to go. I need to get out of here. Those things are everywhere. Please, my friend may still be alive. If you see her, you need to save her. We were near the center of the hot springs when we were attacked. I pushed Imhe down. It was the only thing I could do to get away. I wasn't thinking. I never meant to hurt her. Please.
That's so dirty.
I need to go.
She pushed her friend down and used her as bait. That is so Elder Scrolls of her. So Dark Elf of her.
Here.
Stay away from me, you monster.
Damn it, woman. You need to come with me now. The sun hurts me more than you know. We need to get inside.
Yeah, what do you know? A vampire.
Scales here is about to have a really bad day if she doesn't come with me right now. That bite, it's spreading faster than she realizes. These creatures are the twisted offspring of a vampire, and their bite is just as dangerous. Once bitten, the curse seeps into your body. It gets into your blood until the fever takes you. Then the craving. There may be a way. I need to get her back to my manor, though. If she stays out here too long, the sun will find her. Then she'll experience a pain like she has never felt before. Right now, she just needs to shut up and listen to me. I'm just like the creatures that attacked her, except my mind is my own, and I'm a little more sensitive to sunlight. Now, before you do something we'll both regret, hear me out. If I'm going to save Scales, I'm going to need your help. I need Blood Fiend dust. You can get it from the creatures that bit her. Then maybe we can reverse the effects and save Scales here. I'll keep her safe in the meantime. If you can get that dust, bring it to my manor. Time to go, Scales. We need to make sure you don't turn into one of these creatures.
What are you doing? No, don't let him take me.
Big man said you'd be showing up soon. He's upstairs with the lizard girl.
An outsider? Jaruk has not seen one in many years. Outsiders tend to fear us. Come, pull up a chair, let us entertain you. It's not like we're going anywhere.
Just because I'm not attempting to... I'm tired of being stuck in here all day long. Such a shame. When we walk in the beautiful sunlight, we burst into flames. Though I suppose it does make taking a stroll more exciting. Just because I'm not attempting to rip you open and feast on your blood,
doesn't mean that I'm not thinking about it. It's our nature to lust for the life within you. Luckily for you, Valeric has taught us to control our hunger. Valeric saved us. He has his reasons, I guess. He even infiltrated a Dominion military camp to save Jaruk. The Khajiit was dying, and Valeric turned him. I was different once. A servant, given to the Nords as a gift when this alliance was formed. Eventually, though, my masters grew tired of me, and I was thrown out, into the cold. I didn't. The cold overtook me. The next thing I remember, Valeric was watching over me. He gave me his gift to save me. It's kind of funny. On the day I died, my life truly began.
Let me out of here, please. This isn't right. You're killing me. You gave me to these creatures, and they're going to use me as food. Why would you do such a thing? Of course not. Who harms their dinner before they feast? I'm sure they're going to be very good to me. At least until supper time.
Scales tried to escape, so we locked her up. Nothing to worry about. Just want to make sure everyone stays safe. It won't be long before she gets that crazed look in her eyes, though. You saw those things out there. They're mindless monsters, as ugly as they are evil, and only interested in killing and feasting. Do you really want Scales out there attacking people? No? That's why I put her in a cage. There's a chance, but it's just that, a chance. There's no guarantee she'll survive the process. I've seen it kill as often as it cures. It's a risk, but the alternative is far, far worse. You've made the right decision. I promise I'll do everything in my power to help her. We'll watch over her. If she doesn't improve, we'll make sure she doesn't succumb to the bloodlust. Believe me, you won't regret this. Poor Scales burns with the blood fever. She'll be trying to eat every face she sees soon enough. Who would wish that fate upon her? Well, I suppose my father would, but you'll learn more about him shortly. I promise we'll look after Scales. We'll make sure that she's safe and that she doesn't hurt anyone. Now, I need your help. You saw for yourself. Vampire abominations prowl the springs. Those are my father's toys, sick creations of his evil mind. We've all been infected, cursed, plagued. Call it what you will. We're vampires. But we don't have to succumb to the curse's savage nature. My father thinks otherwise. He believes we should embrace the bloodlust, the power, taking those who can't oppose us and making them our own. A civil war rages through Eastmarch. He feels the time is right to strike. He wants to grow an army of undead before anyone notices. My father must be stopped at all costs. He's already targeted the Winterland Hunters. He's about to turn them into his puppets. Jaruk downstairs can tell you how to save them. That's our first step. This world is a deadly place when the sun glows bright in the sky. It's just too dangerous outside. Even the wounds I recently suffered require time and a great deal of blood to overcome. Imagine the cost of trying to deal with all those hunters. I must say you are a strange one. Others would have drawn weapons the moment they saw what I was. Anyway, I could attempt to scare them away, but they're hunters. I don't suspect they scare very easily. We turn my father into dust, and end his tyranny once and for all. The hunters are merely a distraction. If we deny him their blood, he'll grow curious, perhaps even vulnerable. He'll want to know who interfered with his plans. This world is a deadly place when the sun glows bright in the sky. It's just too dangerous outside. Even the wounds I recently suffered require time and a great deal of blood to overcome. Imagine the cost of trying to deal with all those hunters.
I hope Valeric didn't convince you to join our cause. Our battles never end well. True, his father's a bastard, but he's a strong bastard. Valeric can't beat him, and those who help us usually die. But in Yes, Jaruk always has a plan. The Blood Fiends hunt by scent. They have the hunter's scent and await the command to strike. If we mask the scent, the Blood Fiends will lose interest and wander off. The hunters will be saved. Take this liquid. It is a gift from Jaruk's close friends, Cello and Harp. Don't ask what it is. You don't want to know. Splash it on the hunters. Make them smell like something the Blood Fiends won't want to eat. Oh, they'll hate it. They'll probably try to kill you. It's best if you rough them up a bit first. Show them who's stronger. Then splash it in their faces. As long as they end up very smelly, the hunters should be safe.
You've made contact with Majorn's son, Valeric. He's a troubled young man, ashamed of his heritage. Majorn simply wishes to end the conflict with his son. For this reason, my lord requests to meet with you. Oh, it's not just you. Others have tried to help Valeric. They either see how futile their task is, or they fail. My master wants to explain this to you. You don't have to make any decisions right now. Just hear him out. He will meet with you in his manor, the one to my left. No harm will come to you at this time. Majorn gives you his word.
Yeah.
You must be curious as to why I summoned you. I want to give you an opportunity to learn my son's true intentions. His fire is admirable, but he does more harm than good. Valeric opposes me because I embrace my true nature. I take what is mine without thought or hesitation. Valeric questions everything and tries to fix our people. He deprives them of what they need to survive, while telling them there is a better way. When they finally taste fresh blood, the fever takes hold. They become wild, savage monsters, more dangerous than anything I create. Many call me evil, but at least I do not feed indiscriminately. I feed to survive. I feed to increase my power. Valeric must be stopped. My people may kill hundreds, but when his followers lose control, they kill thousands more. I hide nothing from you. I am not a good man nor a good father. But I shall not kill my only son. For that, I need your help. If that is your decision, so be it. After you leave here, know that I am your enemy. When next we meet, I will tear out your heart and drink your blood. And that shall still be better than if one of Valeric's followers becomes crazed and attacks you.
That smells awful.
From the sides! The smell! I need to get this off me.
You saved the lives of the hunters. You ruined their clothes, but you saved their lives. My father will be upset when his slaves fail to locate new prey. He'll become curious. Then we'll catch him off guard. My father won't risk going outside. It's too dangerous. The sun is deadly to his ancient form. No. He'll send his thrall Tunis to see what went wrong. We need to catch my father before he returns to the crypts and locks the doors behind him. Rala will sneak into my father's manor and wait for Tunis to return. She'll deal with him. I need you to enter the crypts. Rala may be a vampire, but she's still young. She wouldn't stand a chance against an ancient. Rala is quick. She can blend with the shadows. Slitting a thrall's throat is well within her capabilities. But someone more powerful than her needs to confront my father.
You look light on your...
Yeah.
Please leave me alone. I don't want to talk about what happened here. I couldn't resist the urge. I had to feed. Valeric keeps us locked away. He doesn't let us feed. Not naturally. Not like this. I need blood to survive. Why deny me this pleasure? I don't care what Valeric taught us. This is who we are. This is what we are. If we ever hope to defeat the Ancients, we must embrace the power as they do. We can't keep feeding on skeevers and hope to grow strong. We must feast. It's been so long. You just don't understand. How could you? I need this to live. Valeric starves us. We mostly feed on animals, finding criminals when we can. There's a reason we're not as strong as the Ancients. We must grow stronger. No, You're right. What am I doing? I've fallen just as the Ancients wanted us to. Here, this is the key to the crypts. Tunis had it. Go in there and end this. please.
on your sweet, sweet blood. Enough of this. Now you shall die.
He's gone. I can feel it. His presence faded when you struck him down. We don't need to fear his tyranny any longer. You killed Mayon, not me. Don't take this the wrong way. We're grateful for what you have done, but you did it. You destroyed a tyrant who could have built a formidable force, one strong enough to challenge the Skald King. Now, that won't happen. We will go somewhere safe. A place where we won't be a danger to others. My friends still have much to learn. I can't risk others until I know they can control their temptations. No one will fall victim to our people again.
And this is the quest, Dark Deeds, apparently. Okay.
You will not stop Valcent.
Thank the gods! Please, you have to let me out of here. Please, get me out of here. I'm Owen Pavel. I'm part of an expedition that was sent to explore this barrow. My team was cataloging the ruins when the Draugr attacked. It was terrible. I locked myself in here for my own protection. Volsyn killed the rest of our expedition. He killed every last one of them. Volsyn's some sort of necromancer. He turned poor Ophelia into a monster. He plans to raise an army of the dead for his own foul purposes. Pull the switch to my left. It will unlock the cage and open the door to the ceremonial chamber. That's where Volsyn is doing God knows what. But please, don't pull the switch to my right. Nothing good. Please don't touch the right switch. Thank you for setting me free. I'll never forget this.
I returned to Jaquild after you went to the Barrow. We've been hiding in here. Did you find those Covenant milk drinkers? Did you stop them? Then the Draugr should slowly return to their graves. In the meantime, we'll stay in here until they go away. I curse the Covenant for what it's done. Thank you for helping us.
do you hate us, Nord? Your own king declared us allies, but still, you turn us away.
Don't put words in my mouth, Dark Elf. I said you could enter Fort Armel, but the inn is full, so you can't stay. Official business of the kingdom takes precedence after all.
This is ridiculous, and we've come such a long
Listen,
way.
if you're part of this group, I already explained this a dozen times. Feel free to enter Fort Armel, but the inn is full. King Yoren and the Ebonheart Pact leaders are meeting here. Between the Nords, the Argonians, and the Dark Elf contingent, they filled up the inn. They even had to set up tents on the far side of town. That's not for me to say. I don't even want to guess. Commander Ian might have an idea, but you'd have to get it out of him. Whatever the king's business is, though, it must be urgent to call the various leaders of the pact together so suddenly.
Yeah.
Where's that lazy skeever? I'm going to kill him. What do you want? Someone steal your gold pouch or something? What's it matter to you? Have business with the king, do you? We stand in line with the rest of the peasants. Seems like every alley rat decided to show up and whine about something when they heard the king was coming. But he's not here for that. King shows up with his honor guard and all the pact officials, clearly up to something important. And you just expect me to tell you what that is? Did you always get milk when you whined for it as a baby? Be off! I need to find one of my guards. You're going to stick your nose into this no matter what I say, aren't you? Fine. Thod decided to have a drink with the prince's entourage last night. Haven't seen him since. Probably passed out somewhere, but I can't be too careful right now. I just want this all to be over. We're not used to dealing with so many different groups all in one place. All right. Find Thod, and I might let some information slip. We'll leave it at that.
Over here.
The tales of Nords and their mead drinking are legendary, but Yegi here? He's absolutely epic. He's been drinking for 2 days straight now. 2 days. You must mean that drunken idiot who tried to keep up with Yegi. He wasn't even in the same league. Whatever he was drinking was pretty foul, though. It smelled more like wet Kaguti than sweet mead. I think it might have been Argonian. He wandered toward the river, carrying a few bottles of that vile Argonian beverage. He's probably still down there. I'd wager he's either passed out or nursing a bad headache right about now.
A gathering, a feast, a time to drink. Who am I kidding? It's always time to drink.
Yeah.
Oh there, Adept! Well met, Adept. We are in need of your assistance. Sort of. Belast has translated Sheogorath's tome, but we're having some trouble understanding it. She may need your assistance. Seek her out, soon as you can. Belast is working the problem out of the Stormhold Guildhall. See you there, Adept. The Mad God is a deranged skeever. That's why it's proving so difficult. There's not so much actual text. The last two have had clues we could use to unravel his nonsense. This one is nothing but nonsense.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Naryu. Whatever you say, Naryu. I don't want to. Want to sleep. Perfectly good dream. Oh, Naryu. I love you, Naryu.
Oh, if you're still looking for Thod, I wouldn't worry about it. He and the commander headed for the barracks. Thod's getting an earful, I'm sure. I apologize if we wasted your time. I'm sure it was one of the other guards. There are a lot of us, and we're known to relax with a bottle of mead or two when we're off duty. And never to excess. So really, I wouldn't worry about it. Listen, I saw them both just a moment ago, and unlike the commander, I slept last night. Now, it's not that I don't believe you found a drunk Nord by the river. It wouldn't be the first time. It's just that it can't be thawed. I can prove it. Both the commander and Thod headed towards the barracks on the west side of town. If you hurry, you should be able to catch up with them. Then you can go get a drink and relax. Seems like you could use it.
I told you that we need to be patient. You're always in such a hurry. It's starting to get on my nerves.
You're enjoying that body too much, I think. Why, I have a mind to... Can I help you with something? The Fort Amol guard barracks are off limits, so I hope you don't plan on trying to get inside. The commander is occupied by other matters at the moment. As one of the officials helping coordinate efforts at Fort Amol, perhaps I could be of service? I am a noble and an advisor to the Jarl of Fort Amol. I have been charged with making sure that all of our esteemed guests are well cared for. I assume you are part of King Yoren's guard if you seek to speak with Commander Iarn? Ah, yes, Thod. Of course, he was just here. As a matter of fact, you just missed him. You weren't the one looking for him earlier by chance. Iarn mentioned someone looking into guard business. Not many folks care about Thod. Well, how about I help you instead? Iarn has been on edge of late. Perhaps the king's presence makes him nervous. Or it's all these foreigners. Who knows? But he has been acting strange. I'd keep an eye on him if I were you. You seem eager to help, so I'm giving you something to do. If I toss around false accusations or involve the king's guards, it might seem like Fort Amol can't deal with its own problems. Trail the commander. Determine if my fears are justified. Hide behind the rocks nearby and wait for Iarn. You wouldn't want him to know you were following him now, would you?
I would have enjoyed tangling with the orcs at Malak's Maw. Took you long enough. Fighters, almost as
I
strong
thought
as
I was being followed. We have to be smart about all this.
Don't insult my intelligence. I know we only get one chance at this. Besides, word from the inside is that things are going well.
Good, good. I took care of things on my end. I stuffed all of the duplicates in Marla's house. As long as no one goes snooping around in there, we'll be fine.
You just have to poke your nose into things that don't concern you, don't you? You can join the rest of the bodies in here.
I'm afraid you just missed Commander Eon. Again. He was in a hurry. He always seems to run when everyone else around here just saunters. Have you been drinking with Thane Yegi and the soldiers? What? All of this in Marla's house? You have to understand how strange this sounds. You're telling me that the commander I was just speaking to is actually dead? And there are others? Including 2 dead Marlas? After that story, I think I might be the one who needs a drink. Well, thanks for the information. I'll make sure to look into these accusations as soon as I can. But you're not going to give up on this, are you? Liz, let's say I believe you. Let's say there are Stormfist agents impersonating people in Fort Armel. Even if all of this is true, we can't start a panic. The leaders of the Pact are here, for kind's sake. No, I didn't say that. I just don't want you running around crying murder, especially with the Pact delegations here. Think of how fragile our alliance already is. You should speak to Lord Velop. Tell him what you told me. He's the Jarl's advisor. He has his hand in everything that happens around here. Tell him what you told me. Leave nothing out. Velop's smart. If what you say is true, and by Kain I hope it isn't, he'll know what to do, without causing a panic. You'll probably find Lord Velop in the inn. Like most Nords, he enjoys his mead. And I understand that nobles can get particularly thirsty when the king is in town. You have to look at this from my point of view. A stranger walks into town and makes outlandish claims about spies and imposters and murders. How do I know that you're not one of these Stormfist traitors trying to cause trouble? You certainly are insistent. I'll grant you that much. Look, I'll check the house as soon as I can. In the meantime, go talk to Lord Verloc. Shaw's bones if there really are spies in Fort Armor. His lordship will know what to do.
So, was the hunt successful? Did you find out what nefariousness our good Commander Eon is up to? What? No, I never imagined. I think you better tell me what happened, friend. And start at the beginning. Lower your voice. This can't be. How could Fildgor's soldiers get into the fort without being noticed? Did you tell anyone else about this? I'll need to have a word with Loanor. The implications for the Pact are horrifying. Dark elves and Nords have died. Finger-pointing will escalate into violence as soon as word gets out. Especially with Prince Ernskar's temper. Go to the Nord camp and speak with Thane Harvald. He's honorable and intelligent. I'm sure he'll want to keep this quiet. He also possesses common sense. If anyone knows how we should approach this problem, it's Thane Harvald.
The Nord don't need the help of the weakling Argonians and the cowardly Dark Elves. We can win this war on our own.
Your Uncle Fildgor has allied himself with the Stormfist clan and the Orcs, my prince. We need all the help we can get. You need to apologize to the delegates, and get them back to the table before this rift grows any wider.
Let the pact shatter and fall for all I care. We need no one but ourselves. You grow old and weak, Harvold, like my father. This conversation is over.
The prince in his hot temper. He decided to hold his own meeting, while the king and the pact ambassadors meet at the keep. He managed to insult both the Dark Elves and the Argonians with his posturing and boastfulness. Talk freely. Thane Oda is as trustworthy as I. But understand that I have enough trouble as it is, and I don't need any more bad news. I have my hands full trying to figure out how to calm the prince and get the pact delegates back to the meeting. And that's not what I wanted to hear. The prince will have to be told about this, of course. And the Argonian and Dark Elf delegates. They need to be able to protect themselves. I can't keep secrets from my prince, no matter how hot-headed he may be. I'll make him understand the seriousness of the situation. But I doubt the Argonians and Dark Elves will listen. They were very angry when they marched back to their camps. Perhaps, if you say that King Yoren sent you, they might not forgive the prince and return immediately, but they might listen to you. They need to know that we value the pact and their companionship. Do whatever it takes to make them happy. What does he always do? He opened his mouth and let words fall out. He said many terrible things and drove them away. And all his father asked him to do was coordinate troop movements and battle plans while the Council of War was in session.
I think I figured out why cats like us so much. It's because we are so beautiful, and we smell good. Excuse me, but who are you? And why is King Yoren requesting any help from us? The prince made it very clear that he thinks very little of my eggkin and I. Why we even bothered coming here is beyond me. The prince cares nothing for us. He refused to send any help to my kin in Darkwater Crossing. The trolls wander the town now, and only the Hiss knows what happened to my people. I offer the same thing to you as the prince offered to me. Nothing. King Yoren is a good man, strong and wise. I hear he hates cats. He gave shelter to my people when they fled from the Stormfists and their orc allies. But that doesn't change the current situation, and Prince Ernskar is still a Gwarlicker. Bring back the head of the Alpha Troll to honor my people. Do what your prince's guards refuse to do. Then I'll consider speaking with the others again.
Is this on straight?
Why hold a summit in such a frigid place? You want our respect? Come to Mournhold and dine like real nobles. Don't send us on a damn camping trip. I have no issues with King Yoren, but his son is an imbecile. He believes that the Nords are superior to all. And he had the audacity to insult Our Lady Amalexia. Let's see how well the Nords do against the Stormfists without our help. Let me think. No, nothing comes to mind. The Dunmer are finished helping those who show no respect or gratitude. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm trying to stay warm. Feel free to talk to my servant Nariu if you need something more. Why hold a summit in such a frigid place? You want our respect?
Oh, whatever may I assist you with? Perhaps you need your pillow fluffed, or maybe you need me to cut up your food for you. Wait, I know you. From Deshawn. Don't say a word. No one must know who or what I am. Shh, no one needs to know that. Veron gave me my first solo contract. It's a special one. The target's around here somewhere, but I haven't pinpointed where just yet, so I'm in disguise. Not my first choice of garb, but it works. Geld is an idiot, and the prince is, well, he's a royal idiot. Bringing those two together might hurt more than help with any problems you have here. But since you asked so nicely, I can help. Might even get me closer to my goal. I can be rather convincing when I need to be, especially in this attire. The Jarl keeps some of his best wine locked away in the barracks. Snag a couple of bottles for me. Just be careful in there. The guards don't like visitors.
While I hate to hide such good looks, you're going to need a disguise, a guard uniform. I saw one of those idiots splashing around in the river not too long ago. If he's still there, you might be able to borrow his armor.
How are ya?
I want to be there when the guards catch you.
Such an ugly place.
Oh, whatever may I assist you? Shh.
What are you doing in here? Get out! What are you doing in here? Get out! What are you doing in here? Get out!
What in Kain's name was that? What in kind's name was that?
Not another cat. I hate cats. Make me itch.
Do you know what that sweat had me fetch while you were gone? Food from the other tent, as if walking 10 feet would kill him. I got the food, though. Added a special berry, too. His stomach would appreciate it. I knew I could count on you. Reliability is an admirable trait. This will taste good. Probably make taking orders from that barking dog over there a bit more tolerable. And it should be enough to get the job done. To get Geld's nice and comfortable. Then I'll convince him that what he just drank was poisoned. Lucky for him, I have the antidote. Of course. He'll do whatever I want to get it. And that should be very entertaining. Of course. How did you think I was going to convince him? Now, do me a favor and stay alert out there. I've seen enough shadows and sheepish grins to know that something isn't right in Fort Armor. But that's why I'm here now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pain makes victim delirious. Too much to do and too little time. A stranger offers aid. You dare to put your own life in danger for the benefit of others. That sounds too good to be true. Well, I would be foolish to turn down help, wherever it comes from. I need certain materials to perform the ritual. Can you gather them for me? I need you to catch torch bugs. I need 5 pairs of wings. No more, no less. I also need the satchel for my home. The intact building. The one with a sturdy lock. The key should be in an urn near the house. I tossed it in there when I ran by. It will help me find my way through her dreams. I enter the dream stride and cure people from within. I've always had this gift. I try to use it for good, but things don't always work out the way you hope. I try not to think about those times.
Out here. Alright everybody, thank you for watching. That's going to be the end of the live stream today. I'll be on later tonight. Take care everybody. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the live stream, and if you are a new viewer, please consider subscribing. Take care everybody, and good gaming.